Hello, everyone. It's your boy Josh out.
It's your boy Tay.
Back again with another episode. We're gonna do another movie review. I mean, video review. TV show It Welcome to Derry, episode two. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and just to give you a warning, we may discuss spoilers. May not be exact play by play, but we may talk about key points in this episode. So if you haven't watched it, you've been warned.
Yep,
All right. What did you think about episode two?
man,
I know it's a lot to unfold.
it's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot to unpack. All right, so let's go with. I guess let's go with yeah, the start. Pretty much the title. You know, um, by it being titled "The Thing in the Dark." Uh,
Hmm.
like, uh, reference point. But no,
Okay.
yeah, by it being called that, it's go. We see what happens with the events that happen.
Mhm.
Um, at the end of episode one with the pretty much like Josh said on the last review, the popularity control of
Yeah,
Pennywise.
he population control for Derry. He come out every 20 years to make sure the population don't get too high. That's what he knows.
Yeah, we actually see how the two faced it baby, winged baby, uh murked all the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, because the first part is it's pretty much shown from Liddy's point of view when she's
Yes.
in the theater,
Yeah.
and yeah, how everybody, you know, her team didn't make it. Let's just say the team didn't make it. If you've
Yeah.
seen the first,
Yeah. And it looked like this one is pretty much like the starting point of this whole thing is shifted to Leon and his family moving into Derry officially.
Mhm.
His son Will, his wife Charlotte, and them moving into Derry. Even though Derry was predominantly white, but he's Air Force, so family comes with him. Um, you know, after the events, and after the shift of Leon, well, Leroy and his family coming through Derry. Charlotte gets the first taste on how Derry really is. Like as far as like um it being different. Kid was getting jumped. She was trying to intervene. Everybody else just looked at her like, "Why are you jumping in?" And they continued to chase the kid down. It is what it is. Um,
I got a little small prediction because that alley look a little bit weird if you ever watch one of the It movies.
I think that's the
I think
same.
another
Yeah,
kid gonna get this. This might be a potential spoiler. They didn't announce it on the episode, but I think
no.
somebody gonna go missing. One of the
I
kids
think
could be
actually, I think
yeah,
the kid that got jumped is the one that's going to go missing. I really believe
yeah,
so.
or that probably by next episode. Next episode, they
Yeah.
probably.
Um. Like I said, then and then we also see another. I think we see what two more characters. Uh, Rich and I forgot the girl's name. Uh, is it Margaret? Maybe something like I. It'll come to me eventually. But we got introduced to two more
Yeah, I
characters.
thought it was Margaret because they was
Margaret,
calling her
yeah,
Margie. Yeah,
yeah.
Margie. Yeah,
So Margie and Rich, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
um, they are introduced. So these are the kids that we now see that's going to play out through the rest of this season, pretty much with Ronnie and Willie. Um, do we have to go? Do we have to go straight to Lily on this one?
Well, well, what part about Lily?
No, matter of fact, let's not even go to her first. Let's go to Ronnie first because it went off with her. It went straight off with
Oh,
Ronnie.
that scene where her mom was
Yeah,
crazy and it turned into like a womb, like she was a
yes,
baby. If you didn't know, spoiler alert, her mom died at childbirth.
God
So
giving her birth.
that's like
Yeah,
a fear and a little bit of gift. Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
the crazy thing is that if you know the history of Pennywise, this is the Pennywise that use your fear. So her fear has always been that she felt she was at fault for her mother dying, giving birth to her, which that's not the case, which we see it now and even in 2025, which childbirth is a dangerous thing to some people. It just that's just how it is, you
Well,
know.
you gotta think about for the time childbirth was still well, they
They
improve it as of
they
now, but
improved it,
it was
yeah,
still there was still chances that you could pass away during childbirth
exactly,
at that
yeah.
time period. That's
Um,
that would have to be what, the 50s probably when she was born, give or take. 'Cause she's
yeah,
like in high school, 62, 46, 50s, give or take. If I'm doing my
yeah.
math right.
If
Yeah,
yeah, it
give
had
or
to been
take.
like late because she was a well, yeah, like 50s because she's
So
like
she's
damn near
well,
teenage.
she would have to be in maybe late 40s.
Yeah,
So she's still, because second, these group of kids would be considered boomers. They would
yeah,
be considered boomers. They
yeah,
would, if you had to pick a generation, they would be boomers.
yeah. But the fact that he used her mother as the fear point.
Mhm.
Not only did he use her as the fear point, he technically literally used the mom's body like the exact same way. The covers turned into her actual stomach. She gets out of the stomach with the umbilical cord,
Yeah.
everything. Yo, he redid a whole childbirth with a whole teenage girl. Like, as she was like sleeping. She thinking there's
Mhm.
nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing going on. We get to that, you know what I'm saying? But then it goes from that. To be honest, Ronnie had like the worst week of this episode because she go from that to
Pops
then
getting locked up.
and her
That's
pops getting locked up. Not even locked up, suspicion. He was being suspected at first. He wasn't even locked up yet. He was about to get questioned, and then we go to Miss Lily herself that want to sit there talking about the cops tricked her. No, no, stop it. You ain't want to go back to the mental hospital. Let's be real.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
She caught
let's
that
be
plea
real.
because she didn't want to go back to that mental institution.
She not want to go back to the mental hospital, so she lied. Let's be honest. I know people in the comments and all that gonna say she did what she had. No, that's not do what you had to do. She lied and got a innocent man locked up in prison because for something that he was not even supposed to be at. He wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Understand that's his movie theater. But Ronnie was there. She saw the whole thing. She was telling the truth.
Mm.
Lily did not want to go back to that mental hospital because of the events of her father, which that was the that was even more crazier than Ronnie's joint. No, Ronnie joint was crazy.
Mm. I don't know. Ronnie one was crazy, but the one in the grocery store, like if you can see like the hours
Yeah,
kept moving, and it was a creepy
bro,
person following behind her. Then she looked at
that
uh
was that was Pennywise
of
in
her
damn
mother.
disguise following her in that damn store, yo.
I did see a wild theory, not trying to
Uh-huh.
the wild theory. If you go back to the grocery store scene and you see
Uh-huh.
like the different kids, they look
Yes.
dead,
Yeah.
all except for one, is a hint that that person is still alive.
Yeah.
That's what the theory. I've been hearing theories about it. I was like, it's possible. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but it's possible. It's possible
It's
they
a
could do something like
possibility he can be found. Yes. It's a possibility. But the thing about that whole situation is he literally took her situation, which we later find out that her father has died from a pickle factory accident, which did leave him in pieces. Now,
that.
them being in jars, nah, I don't think it's that far. The fact that he took that and actually put her in an owl with pickles, like, like he knew, put her in pickles. She was
Mhm.
gonna flip. After she flips, they're gonna send her back to the mental hospital anyway. So it was like you you was screwed no matter what. So, but like you said, but we know the like we said, we know the history of it. When it has a threat of a shining, he always wants to get them out the way first. Always. Anybody that's a
Mm,
threat, that's who he gonna get. He gonna knock them out first. The kids was just collateral damage. He
yeah,
really wanted Lily and Ronnie. That's the two he really wanted.
yeah. Okay. And also, one other thing. Also, another theory is the reason Lily survived is because she had the turtle bracelet, which
Yes.
represent that's a theory. So I'm gonna go along with that. I'm gonna go along with that. That makes sense.
Yeah. She's still gonna be haunted no matter what though. She still gotta relive
Yeah,
that night, like no matter what. Like she still gotta
yeah.
relive it.
That's the trauma. I don't think you could. I don't think
And
you
then
could.
you got
Hmm.
back to back trauma. You you see your friends getting murked in the movie theater, and you turn around and you in a pickles aisle with your pieces of your father literally talking to you, talking about giving me a kiss. Nah, no, no, sir, no, 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 sir.
The fear is like extra seasoning, on his meals, for
Yeah,
Pennywise. Well, I'm
yeah.
trying to think of any other thing we could bring up. I'll probably say so. Pretty much this episode relive what happened in episode one, introduce new characters. It's pretty much the replacement team from episode one. I'm joking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But now let's also go with, not to cut you off. My bad, not to cut you off. Hey, we gotta go with the military finding out these daggone secrets. We gotta go with that.
yeah. If you go back when first of all, oh, he was testing them. That's when if you go back to
Exactly.
episode one where he got beat up, he was testing them. He was looking at who attacked him. It was a test based on his fear.
Yeah,
So after the general, the person in charge, introduced them to everything. That room, it was showing all the like artifacts, anything related to Penny in in the town of Derry, they was looking
yeah,
for. So,
yeah,
and they gave it a big reveal that they trying to find this power or whatever,
yeah,
and they was going to use it to win the Cold War.
yeah,
And if you notice, they leading up to the Cuban Missile Crisis.
yeah.
If you follow the history books of it,
Even
so
in the
I
intro,
see
it's an
the way
intro.
they going. I see the way they
Yeah,
going. Why the military? They gave the reason, the motive for the military to go
yeah.
after Pennywise.
Because if you look at the intro, you actually show them with the kids, like in the classroom, like covering up,
Hmm.
like they're getting ready for a bomb. Like they literally showed it.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, like it's like the military finding out about pretty much finding out about Pennywise and his history, pretty much at this point. In Derry, not just Pennywise, but Derry itself, and
Okay.
find out what his and him being included in the city of Derry
Okay.
and what's going on. Uh,
You think they're looking for the original crash site? Because technically Pennywise crashed into Earth. So I think
yes.
they might be looking for the original thing that he crashed in. That's my gut is telling
Um,
me. 'Cause, yeah,
I really think,
potentially.
truthfully, I think eventually they will find it.
Hmm.
The thing is going to be when they do find it, what are they expecting? That's going to be the question. Because at the end of this episode, we see pretty much his memorial, pretty much
Hmm.
and where he's at. Where where a team found the we was talking about this. We was actually talking about this. 'Cause we actually talked about this on the episode. We actually talked
Yeah,
about the Bradley gang.
Bradley
You
gang.
see that now.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
Bradley.
that's a reference for the second season because second season is supposed to be taking place in 1936, if I'm not mistaken. If you know Stephen King and you know how this is going to go, they got 3 seasons. We said it in the last one. They even confirmed they got 3 seasons. They
Hmm.
doing this season, which is 1962. Then they going back to 1936, and then before that they supposed to be. I think they supposed to be going to 1908. So these
Yeah.
supposed to be the 3 timelines that is the Pennywise pinnacle of the character, pretty much of his, you know, pretty much his massacres and stuff like that. He used massacres and fear, like that's his thing.
Hmm.
Um, seeing that, you know, seeing that they uncovering all this in Derry makes you wonder how much of this are they actually covering up? And meaning the officials of Derry, not just the military, but the officials. Like we said, we saw the cop. The cop was telling Lily, lie on this man, so we can. So who know who else he really did this to, or could he actually be in cahoots with Pennywise? So they could keep it a secret, keep it inside of Derry, other than just.
Me personally, I think the chief and everybody know about Pennywise. They
And
just
that's what
don't
I'm
talk
thinking
about
too. Yeah,
it,
and
in
that's
my
what I'm
opinion. Because they might have been the kids. It's possible they one of the kids previously, you know, in that
yeah,
generation during his time up there. Because if he come up 27 years, I don't know how old the chief would be. 27. He probably would be like, would he be a teenager? He might not be a teenager per se. He
yeah.
could have been a young adult. We usually say that 27 years ago. I'm not sure
Well,
the exact age of the chief.
yeah. Now
But
this would be my question,
hmm
and I think we could give our scores and everything after this. And I actually was thinking about this when I watched it, rewatched it, and everything. Do you think when he crash landed that he affected the city of Derry?
well, technically, he
Like
was
this is
there
it's
before
like
the
the
city of
tox
Derry.
like a gas type of, or not even a gas thing. Like he actually affected the city by him just being there.
Uh, I don't think so. I probably say he was there before Derry was even developed. So he
That's
was
what I'm
there
saying.
before.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So probably he's maybe in the underground, which that's how he's probably somewhere in the sewage system. That's the
yeah.
underground tunnels and stuff like that. So um,
Because
I
there's a
think they,
possibility.
they I think they probably looking for where he crash landed and try to
Yeah,
collect what he came into and stuff like that, and try to use that as, some type of military force or something to give him the edge in the Cold War. I think that's what they're trying to do, something like that, the
yeah.
military, for the military wise. But any predictions? Episode three
Um,
prediction? I know they just dropped the trailer. Oh, I know they just dropped the trailer
yeah, they dropped a
for
trailer for
episode.
episode 3. It look like it's gonna be a run in between Halloween run and Pennywise himself. It looked like it's gonna be a run in
Yeah, I think
between
so.
it.
I think he's gonna use shining ability. They're gonna look for it. And
Yeah,
he's gonna see Pennywise.
how he got
As
there.
we gonna get that terror.
Yeah,
He's gonna recognize what we dealing with, actually dealing with.
yeah,
And I think
it's,
the kids are probably gonna try to. It looks like if my gut is telling me, they're gonna introduce the new team together, and they probably
yes,
gonna go looking for Pennywise or to show proof that they find there's
yeah.
somebody
Because
else
Lily
on
did
the
have a camera.
missing
Yeah, because
kids.
Lily did have a
Yeah,
camera trying to say prove it. Try to
yeah.
prove it.
That's
Um,
just a small prediction just off the trailer. They didn't reveal too much, which I like. But
yeah, no. Actually, you know what? We might link. Matter of fact, we might link that preview on our channel. So be on the lookout. We might link it on in the description. So be on the lookout. Um,
okay,
yeah, just to have some, just to people be tuning in. But yeah, we're gonna link it in the description so you can see it for yourself about the preview for episode 3. Um, any other
any
final
other thoughts?
thoughts?
No, no. I think it was fairly semi straightforward, but I probably say go ahead.
No, I'm about to say not. No, I'm going off of what you said. I think it's a strong improvement from episode 1. It's a very strong improvement.
Well, episode one was more of an introduction,
Yes, but I
more
mean,
of an
like as far as like,
introduction to characters with the
yeah,
slight with the slight ending of
yeah.
episode one.
I mean, I say it's a slight improvement based off the CGI and everything, like the graphic effects and everything. Like they was actually tip top shape on this episode as far as like it wasn't as sloppy as it was episode 1. But yeah, I mean, we can
All
go to
right,
the
so
rating chart.
what we give you a score of episode two? 0 to 10.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the pace of this whole thing. Um, it's starting to get Pennywise that greatest horror TV villain right now. Right.
He's in a well. It's been on how the season ended. He
Yeah,
got 3 seasons. We got 3 seasons of body work for.
yeah. But I would say my score will be an 8. I'm staying with my 8 for this
Yeah,
episode.
I'm with you. It was an 8.
Yeah.
The
Great.
first episode I think is like an 8 too as well.
Yeah.
I'd say this is just as good as the first episode.
Yeah. And
Just
then,
as good.
it had I say it had great, great visual, like I said, great visual horror. Like I said, with the wound, you know, the the several pickle jars of the body parts of like a human. Uh, finding out the back history, like I said, finding out the back history of what's going on with Pennywise.
Hmm.
Uh, stronger. I think the the characters are starting to show out a little bit more too. Like Leroy, shot like the family, Ronnie,
Hmm.
Lily's like those characters. And the lore. The lore is actually following the story. It's following the story for Stephen King's series. So I have no complaints. Like I said, I give it an 8. I have no complaints. It's a few things. It's a nitpick, but it's an 8.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. I agree with you. It's an 8. I think we're going to end it here. I want to
Yep.
thank everybody for watching. We might come back and do maybe a more full length podcast and talking about episode 1 and 2. We
Yeah.
might do that more deep dive and discussion of episode 1 and 2. This is
Yep.
reaction reviews, what we liked about it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I want to thank everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Or if you feel like we left something out, leave it in the comment sections. Okay,
Yeah.
peace and hair grease.
Peace and love, y'all. Comment below.